Hello. So today I'm going to be talking about the Dungeons and Dragons diecast figures, minifigures, whatever, by, I guess, Jada, I guess is how you say that. These are pretty nice considering that the, ones that you paint yourself, Dungeons and Dragons figures, are fairly expensive. Um, these aren't the best looking, the best molded, the best painted. Oh god, not the best painted. And their faces are just terrible, but we'll get into that in a minute. Um, these are pretty nice though. I like them. I have this one right here. It's still in the packaging. I had two of them. I'll show each one individual one, but the general layout of it is the logo at the top of the company, the logo of Dungeons and Dragons, diecast, and the names of the figures that you get. This pack is the smallest pack. They have new ones out. I'll get them probably at some point, but these are the Dritz Drow Elf Ranger. Drow Elf Ranger. That one. The Dragonborn Cleric. That one. The Human Fighter. That one. And the Mind Flayer. This one. They all come with one big boss monster, and the rest of them are player characters, or NPCs if you want. That's the monster here. Pretty famous monster, only overshadowed by the other two monsters down there. So, now we're going to take a look at the figures from the pack there. This is the Dragonborn Cleric. Decently nice. Have no clue what weird dragon club or something he has. And if you'll notice, they didn't even bother painting his sword. His sword is his skin color for some reason. And these, since they're metal with like metallic paint, they chip away. His face is just terrible. It's not even, it's just a clump of orange, honestly. I'm surprised his arms are a different color than the rest of his armor, honestly. But he's nice enough, I guess. This is the Drow Ranger. And this is the faces I was talking about. They're stamped on, I believe. And that is just terrible. It's just some eyebrows with like little white dots that are supposed to be eyes, I guess. And his staff or something, or cane or whatever that is so badly painted that I don't even know what it's supposed to be. So, but his sword came out pretty good. Just too bad he's holding it there, but granted, it would probably be so thin that it'd break, so I guess it's good enough. The Human Fighter, I can't tell really what's going on, but he's got the best stamped on face. But you can see on his belt here, I have paint on my hands, by the way, that's why they're black. They didn't bother painting his weapons or anything on his belt any different than his armor, so it just looks like one piece. Also, his shield is just a big brown glob, so it looks just like it's a wooden shield, and he's got what I only can assume to be a spear, I guess. A spear, because you can see it goes all the way down there, but it's the same exact color as his shield, so it just looks like he's carrying a walking cane. But again, he has the best painted or stamped on face. He has just no eyes to speak of except little dots and a mustache. So, nice enough, I guess. But the one that you'll probably, if you want these, obviously this was like $2 when I bought them on sale, like $5 normally, is the Mind Flayer. As my voice cracks. The Mind Flayer, pretty famous creature, probably only overshadowed by the two monsters coming up. Very, very nice little figure. Probably the best painted out of all of them. And then the rest of these are just, random assortments. I wish I had a Lazy Susan, the little turntables, but I don't. I don't have that. Most of these, by the way, well, I say most of them, but like half of them are virtually the same figure, just repainted. And the new ones, especially, that I don't have, almost only pretty much the boss monsters are any different. Everything else is the same. So I'm not going to go into detail on the ones that are the same. I'm just going to show you the ones that are different. So this is a assassin, I believe. This is like an assassin or something. Yep, rogue. Yep, rogue. An elf rogue. The backs of them are all just, there's no printing on the back. It's basically just a clump of the same color, honestly. A tiefling paladin. Very nicely painted, this one. I have two of them. Like, half these figures are paladins for some reason. I don't know why. And the other half is fighters. This is the exact same one as the other one, only it is blue instead. That one's blue, this one's red instead, I guess. And it's a white guy instead of a black guy, so there's that. Looks the exact same. I guess that's his twin brother. And this is a dwarf fighter, I believe. Dwarf cleric, rather. We got two clerics. And he looks probably the second best out of all these little ones. Again, they don't pick out the detail on any of them, they just roughly paint them. Again, this is just the exact same figure as the tiefling one, as the tiefling paladin, same one, just even less detail. It's all one color with a blue cape and slightly darker skin. The elf bard. I know people really like playing bards in this. I don't know why I waited for it to zoom in on the back. There's literally nothing on the back of these. Probably my favorite of all of the small ones. Blah, blah, blah. My second favorite would have to be this one. A orc paladin. And on this one has a very nice detail. On his shield, I know very little about the Dungeons & Dragons mythos, but what I do know is that there is a god that's got something to do with like a hand or something like that, like a fist, and he's like the god of all paladins, as I make a weird hick noise, and that's emblazoned on his shield. So, nice detail on him, except for the fact that they didn't paint any of the stuff on his chest. So, and then I have utterly no clue what this guy is. All the packaging says is that he is a human ranger with Boo. And Boo. They didn't bother painting his sword. He has like a weird crappy mask on. He's probably my least favorite. I have no clue what I know what a ranger is, but like with Boo, I have no clue. But now the meat and potatoes, as it were, of this. I covered the Mind Flayer because it's, it's a small figure. It's only slightly bigger. Actually, I think the cleric, the Dragonborn cleric. Elves and tieflings. So, we only got one dwarf, 1, 2, 3 elves, 1, 2, 3, 3 humans, and 1 orc, 1 dragonborn. Decent selection. And then you've got the Big Daddy Boss monsters. The Beholder, which I've never seen a Beholder in this color, and they didn't bother painting his eyes on his little stalks. But they did his teeth. That's nice, at least. really nice. I think I think they have like a specific amount. It doesn't say anything other than beholder, by the way. But I think they have a specific amount of eye tentacles. I don't know how many that's supposed to be, and they're pretty loose. Not the ones on top of his head, but the ones on the side, especially this one right here, is super loose. But this is pretty nicely painted. Even though they've obviously just stamped on the eye on his face and haven't painted the ones on his eye stalks. I'm honestly surprised they painted these little horns there, honestly. Or his lips, honestly. I'm surprised they did that, because it seems like something they would just skip. But he is probably, well, I was going to say my favorite boss monster here, but he's not. He's not. Because that goes to the big boss daddy here. He's going to pick him up by the wings. That's not a good idea, because his wings are like plastic. The young red dragon. If this is a young one, my god. This is beautiful, though. They even bothered to paint his teeth. Oh my god, they bothered to paint his teeth. I didn't think they did that. His wings are super fragile, but I think that's because they're plastic on a metal body. And his paint is chipping off, but everyone in the store was that I saw. And this is like the best one there. It also kind of looks like his chest is plastic. Because you can see his horns are the same color. And they're plastic as well. I was going to say they're metal. No, they're plastic as well. His wings and horns are plastic. And his little chest. Made in China, obviously. Everything is. They have so much detail in them. They're like scale detail. You can see little nodules, bumps, scales, individual scales. Nice pose, nice dynamic pose of him like stepping or getting ready for an attack. I really like that. These are some nice figures. All the packaging, by the way, is the exact same on the back. Just legal nonsense. And this same artwork. I don't know why, by the way. Because we get the human fighters. There's 2 human fighters here. It's a human fighter, I guess, or paladin. We got the dwarf. These other 2 we don't have. I guess that's a wizard. I didn't even notice that. We don't have a wizard here. If someone wanted to play a wizard, they're just crap out of luck. And a green dragon. I don't know why they didn't just make that a red dragon. That's like the most famous type of dragon and the one that actually comes in the set, so I don't know. I keep saying set, but I don't know if that's even... This is a set, because or a wave, because there's more, different ones, different boxes. The same, by the way, like one like this, one that comes with, like, it's ostensibly, instead of a beholder, I believe it's an ogre. And I believe it also comes with an orc paladin. I think it comes with a dwarf. I don't know. You can see that they're clearly just inserts here. Like, big one, bigger one, big one, bigger one in the sense he's a dwarf, so he's short, but bigger in the sense that his base is bigger. Big monster. I don't know what the dragon, I don't remember what the dragon insert here is. Be cool if it was a different dragon, but I don't think it is. I think it's a different monster altogether. But that was the Dungeons and Dragons diecast figures by Jada. Honestly, I give my voice crack. Honestly, there might be a second one of these videos. I'm not sure. These are nice though. I want the rest of them. So, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day.